Solve the following equation using an analytical method and check your answer using your GDC. So we've got 6x minus 7 is equal to 9. So this is x on one side. 1/4 x minus 6 is equal to 4x plus 8. This is x on the unknown on both sides. C, this is 2 brackets x plus 3 is equal to minus 3x minus 4. So x unknown on both sides and using brackets. And 4 minus 3x divided by 2 is equal to 6, which is a division. So, solving equations analytically, that means algebraically, requires two ideas: balance and opposite, sometimes known as inverses. A, 6x minus 7 is equal to 9. So the opposite here of minus 7 is to add 7. And remember, you are adding to both sides. Alright, if you add 7 to this side, you just get 6x. You add 9 plus 7, you get 16. You don't need to write in plus 7, just write it on one side. Some people like to write this on both sides as well, that's okay. Next thing, we've got 6 times x, so the opposite of multiplying by x is to divide by 6. So x will be equal to 16 over 6, which is 2.6 recurring. Now, you might know that 0.6 recurring is already 2/3, that's 2 2/3, or 8 over 3. Now you can get your calculator to check it by just going here and going to a calculation mode, this one here. Menu. Number 3, algebra, numerical solve, and then enter the equation. So enter in 6x minus 7 is equal to 9. You then have to put in a comma, which is this one down here, and then you need to tell it to solve it for x. Okay, you need to put this last part in, otherwise it won't know what to solve it for. Now you can actually specify the next two numbers a boundary to solve it for, but as it's a linear equation, it's not really required on this calculator, so just press enter. And you see we get 2.6 recurring. Now, you might want to put that as a fraction. This doesn't always work. If you want to do that from the calculator, do menu. Number 2, number.
Everything you need to know.
And convert approximate to a fraction, number 2. And press enter. And you see we'll get 8 over 3. Here's the screenshot to show you the steps for that, okay? Second one, you've got 1/4 x minus 6 is equal to 4x plus 8. Now the first thing to do, you need to look at this term and decide which one is the smallest. So look at the x terms, the first, and first decide which is the smallest. 1/4 x is smaller than 4x, so the opposite of 1/4 x is to take away 1/4 x. So you're going to take away 1/4 x from this one here. So note that 4 minus 1/4 is 3 and 3/4. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 3 makes 15 over 4. We deal with improper fractions with equations. So you've got minus 6 is equal to 15x over 4, 15x over 4 plus 8. There's a minus sign here, so it remains here as well. Next thing is take away 8. It's a bit like the first equation now, so take away 8 from both sides. So you get minus 6, take away 8 is minus 14. And then on this side, you're just going to get 15x over 4. You've got to divide by 4, so the next thing will be to multiply by 4. Minus 4 times 14 is minus 56, and on this side we're going to get 15x. Now dividing by 15, because 15 times x, we're going to get x is minus 56 over 15, which we could write that way around. It doesn't matter if it comes out that way, it might be a nice idea. X is minus 56 over 15. Notice all my equal signs are in a straight line, indicating balance. Now to check that on my GDC, so we're going to go to a home screen again, not to get confused. Number, menu, 3, algebra, numerical solve number 1, and we're going to put in 1 divided by 4, x minus 6 is equal to 4x plus 8, the comma, don't forget the comma because we need to tell it to solve it for x, enter, and we've got minus 3.7333. Remember, we can make that into a fraction by doing menu, number to number, approximate to fraction, don't worry about this bit here, and enter, and we get the same answer as we just got, minus 56 over 15. Here's the screenshot. C, 2 brackets x plus 3 is equal to minus brackets x minus 4. First we expand the bracket, so we do 2 times x, that gives me 2x, 2 times 3, which gives me 6. Don't forget that because quite often people put 2x plus 3 and that makes it as a big mistake. Is equal to minus 3 times x, which is minus 3x, and then minus 3 times minus 4 changes the sign to plus 12. Be very careful there about the sign change. Now we do what we did before. Look which term is the smallest, 2x or minus 3x. Minus 3x is smaller than 2x. It's less, and we're looking at negative numbers. So the opposite is to add 3x to both sides. 2x plus 3x gives me 5x plus 6. There's no minus 3x there because it's already gone. It's now equal to 12. Now a linear equation. Next thing is to take away 6 from both sides. Take away 6 from this side, we get 5x. Take away 6 from this one, we get 6. And then 6 divided by 5. Next thing is to divide by 5 both sides. We get x is equal to 1.2. Go into my GDC. And let's go to the home screen. We'll just make a new one again, not to get confused. So menu, number 3, algebra, numerical solve, and now put in 2. We need to put another set of brackets in. Brackets, x plus 3 is equal to minus 3 brackets x minus 4 at the end here, but inside the main brackets we need to put comma x if we want to solve it for x. Press enter and you see we get 1.2. We zoom and then we get a screenshot. Last equation, 4 minus 3x over 2 is equal to 6. So the difficult bit is because it's over 2. So the opposite of dividing by 2 is to multiply by 2. So we multiply both sides by 2, we get 4 minus 3x on this side is equal to 12. The opposite of add 4 is to take away 4. And then we get minus 3x. Now the thing is to remember the minus sign stays, okay? Minus 3x is going to be equal to 12 take away 4, which is 8. And now we're going to divide by minus 3. So we're going to get that x is going to be minus 8 over 3. So go into the GDC to check that. So we'll do another home screen. And we're going to do menu, algebra, numerical solve. We need to put the top bit in brackets, so we need to put 4 minus 3x in brackets because we're going to need to ask it to divide all of it by 2. If you don't, it will just divide the if you don't, it will just divide the 3x by 2, not the 4. Is equal to 6, comma, solve it for x. Don't forget that a little bit there. Enter, and we got minus 2.6666. So menu, number, approximate to a fraction. Again, don't worry about this 5 times 10 to the minus 14, and we get the answer minus 8 over 3. There's a screenshot there. So the idea, keep the balance, write down what you're doing on one side, or you can write it on both if you prefer, and write down notes to help you remember the steps in solving equations. Okay, so it's been a video to show you how to solve different types of equations and how to check your answer using the GDC.